welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and yeah, here back in the Crystarium. I believe you wanted to go to bed. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I've informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants, which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our pathway will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. Aught you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Good. Why?
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood.
Okay, I can see that.
After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Tombstones. Yeah, here too.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld. Avan Kerm Sin?
Are you there, my friend?
Yes, I'm here! Of course I'm here! What amusements do you have for me today?
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift?
Yep.
How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
Pact?
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yes.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Snay Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand. done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Scary.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Send a message to Taru. She can inform everyone else.
Consider it done.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
And as for the translations in the brackets, remember we have the echo, which allows us to understand any language, even if we cannot speak it ourselves. As a result of your pact with Feo Ul, you now have access to delivery moogles, market boards, and summoning bells while in the forest. With the summoning bells, I imagine this. You ring the bell and your servant hears you from another world, crosses dimensions to come to the master's side, yeah? Ah, there you are. I just finalized the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use as you see fit. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the Ocular Unknown. I believe it covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Serenia. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. A pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready if you'd care to retire.
You. I know you. You're the warrior of light from the Source.
The warrior of darkness?
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
I can.
Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the Source. A daft one, looking back.
Hi, Ardbert.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their God's damned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the First. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
You said something like a century?
100 years. 100 long years. My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
That must be a disaster. That must be so horrifying. To be a passive observer. And remember, he has this guilt about causing a flood, right? And he can do nothing but watch.
I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
I was called here to help.
You were summoned to save the First. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's-forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
All right. Good old RPG standard, sleeping in full armor. So sein ja wie Ex-Excavate within. portal to the source? Huh, no, not now.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
Yeah. After my visit with a ghost?
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Well, basically Eorzea. Or similar enough, right?
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
That would be Ishgard in our world?
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Yeah, Gridania.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
So Ul'dah and Limsa respectively.
So, will it be Calicia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount. Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
That sounds like Thancred, all right. Now, where do we go? I think I look after Alphino first. No, after Alize first, I mean. Damn it. I know they look similar, but their names are not me. Ready to depart for Armarang. Alize will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Kassad, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. Okay. Looking to procure yourself an Amaro, then I reckon you've come to the right place. 1 second if you would, and there we have it. I've added you to our register. Probably come back whenever you're in need of a mount. If you come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Uh-huh. A friend of the Exarch, hoping to meet someone in Amarang, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact. So we can leave right away, assuming you have everything you need. And let's be on our way. Can now travel to Amarang. Speak with the adroit Amaro tamer to fly the desert. Can also use the Aether compass to assist with locating Aether currents in new regions. Should you lose the compass, you can get them again.
Arang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
No matter how many times I come here, the heat never fails to catch me off guard. Don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night, though. The sky is still bright, of course, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alice friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop in Mortsuk to break up the track, allowing me to attend to some business, and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I'd better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. Gigantender, huh? Like a huge subotender. And there's an Aether current. I will not actively search for them on screen, but when I see them, I go after them, okay? Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Amarang, is it not? Before you cross the river of sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. They built them big, didn't they? That's Castle Shal, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabath-Arang. Seeing what's left behind, I believe it when they say that it was once one of Northern's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Navarro-Rang's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them anyway. No, not many choose to come here these days, not with everything in ruins. Even the Talcan Great Fortress has become little more than an Amaro roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mortzuk. Let's press on, shall we? Whatever that was, it was big. It is an ether current. Here we are, Mortzuk. And by the blessed shadow, I love this town. Looking at the time, I think it's best when I end the episode here and we look around Mortzuk next time, I guess. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.